Hello, everybody. Thank you for tuning in to another episode of the Belief Breakthrough Show. I am your host, Tina Encarnacion, the author of Stuck in the Fire and the executive producer of Unseen, a documentary that is coming out next month that can be viewed on Apple TV, Roku TV, and Amazon Fire. In the Belief Breakthrough Show, we believe that through breaking through your limiting beliefs, you can achieve everything you dream of in your life. This month is financial freedom, and we are focusing on building wealth and breaking through limiting beliefs around money so that we can become successful with our lives and our intentions. And we are so blessed to have the author, Miss Cheryle Woods, on our show today to talk to us about empowerment, about growth mindset, and about building wealth within your business or your life. And so, with that being said, can you please tell us, Miss Cheryle, how and why you have come to do what you're doing with your business?
Oh my goodness. Well, hello everyone, first of all, and thank you, Miss Tina, for having me on the Belief Breakthrough Show. So happy to be here. Um, how and why? Well, like many of you, many women, I was stuck in a 9 to 5. I am a mother, I'm a wife, I'm a grandmother, a new grandmother, I have a 2-year-old granddaughter. So as women, we wear so many hats, and I was have always been in leadership management roles with Fortune 500 companies, and I was just burning myself out. So for 20 years, I worked in corporate America, you know, helping this big, huge company literally make millions of dollars from what I was doing. And I got burnt out. I got tired. I got stressed out. And in between me going to work, getting up in the mornings, fighting through traffic. We're in the Bay Area, so I was working San Francisco for a long time, working in the Concord area, and I had a long commute. So in order for me to relieve my stress, I would do something that I love, which was writing. So in between my breaks, in between, my lunchtime, whenever I had downtime, I would write. And that writing consisted of not just things, quotes or inspirational work, but also I began to write a business plan. I began to delve more into the nonprofit sector, which I had experience in as well. And I just started, writing programs for women, figuring out how I could start my own business. What did I need to do so that, I could stoke that entrepreneurial fire within me as well as other women. And that's how Sistars was born. So Sistars Women's Empowerment Network was born from me wanting to not just help myself to start and grow a business, but to help other women entrepreneurs. And then to get deeper into my why, I had at the time, my daughter, she was preteen coming into her teenage years. And honestly, I was all in her business. So what I would do was I would start nonprofits to help the youth. And that grew because the parents saw me running these nonprofits, and they're like, hey, well, you're doing this, for your business, for this nonprofit. Can you help me with my business? And it was just amazing. It was nothing and nobody but God, because from me doing something that I know God put on my heart, which was to help the youth, which, like I said, I was started out, trying to make sure that I knew where my daughter was and to help her grow and to help her stay on the right path. And then came her cousins, and then came her schoolmates, and then came our church kids, and everybody else. So from there, it was like referrals. One woman after another would come to me and say, hey, can you help me? And so I started, like I said, I was still in that 9 to 5, but I knew that I did not belong there. I knew that if I didn't get out of that 9 to 5 soon, I would go crazy. And it was God putting a fire under me to say, your time is now. Because you talked about limiting beliefs. I definitely was the victim of that, because it was like, oh, I believe that the only way that I could support my family, the only way that I could make money, the only way that I could experience financial freedom was through a paycheck, was working for someone else But in reality, I was still robbing Peter to pay Paul. I was still living paycheck to paycheck. And I still ended up having more month at the end of my payday as opposed to more paycheck at the end of the month. So I knew something had to change. My daughter was definitely a huge reason why, still is why. Now I have a granddaughter that's looking up to me, that I have to say, you know what? Let me live out my dream. Let me walk this walk. Let me continue on the road to doing what I love, figuring out ways that I can get paid to do it, help others along the way so that we can show that next generation that it can be done.
Absolutely. Now, what would you say is your biggest limiting belief that you had to break through in order to become that entrepreneur that you are today?
For me personally, my biggest limiting belief was that I had to give my gifts and talents away for free. Was that the skills and the gifts that God had blessed me with, that I could not charge for them, or I had to charge low prices for them. So it was like I had that belief that basically my skills and my talents were not worth as much as I know now, without a doubt, that they are. So that was huge for me to get over.
I think that that's very common, especially in women entrepreneurs,
Mm-hmm.
because we're taught that we have to give, that we're supposed to give. It's our job to serve others. And so when we step into using our gifts, we think, well, this gift was given to us to give away.
Yes.
And I know with me, I've been a holistic healer now for 5 years, and I've only really gotten into being okay with charging my clients this year. Really, I had so many clients that would come to me, and I would serve them, I would help them, and then at the end they'd be like, "But I'm struggling here and I'm struggling." I'm like, just don't worry about paying me today. It's
Mm-hmm.
okay. You'll get me next time."
Mm-hmm.
And so I think that that's a struggle that a lot of women have. And it's also an issue with not understanding our worth.
Yes, absolutely.
I
Absolutely. I
think
can
we need to
definitely,
break through that.
yes, we definitely need to break through that because um, women, what is it that we can't do? Okay, who
Right?
does not depend on us? We wear so many hats. I always say, Superwoman. It is okay to take your cape to a cleaner sometimes, because we do so much. But when we talk about women, and you said how you would give away, you say, "Oh no, don't worry about that." That was me so much because it's like you have women or just customers in general who if they're more than willing to pay you. They've paid other people for less than what you have to offer. And then we say no. So we have to get past that roadblock. I call it a roadblock to success, where we're either afraid to charge our worth, or we're giving away everything and not putting a price on it. We have to put a price on it. We have to recognize our value. We have to realize that the results that we get, our customers, our clients, are priceless. So really there's no price, no amount that's too high, because think of everything that people spend money on today. If you have kids, or if you're, even online, the PS5 has went crazy.
Oh my
People,
gosh, yeah.
they're spending mortgage payments to get this PS5. Look at Jordan. You see people standing in line for these shoes, and these shoes are literally the same shoes that they sold on 43 now. So they're the same remake of the shoes that he sold way back when. So we have to look at it and realize, even in the workplace, for those of us who are still in 9 to 5s, it's okay. You got to make your ends meet. But just the disparity between the salary of women workers as opposed to our male counterparts for the same exact job, it is horrible. So, some type of way we got to close that gap. We have to say, I am worth it. We have to believe in our God-given gifts and talents. You as a healer, there's so many things that spiritually, physically, mentally, that we need to be healed on as women. And sometimes, we take that weight on and we don't realize that it does not have to be that way.
Absolutely. Absolutely. And I'm really blessed that I was able to break through that belief.
Yeah,
I'm sure my
right.
husband appreciates it.
Yes, I know. Like, come on, get the money, honey. Come on.
Right? So when you're working with your clients and teaching them how to grow their wealth within their businesses, what are some of the steps that you teach them to really start growing that wealth? Because I think a lot of it is breaking through that limiting mindset, but then also there's some tools involved, right?
Yes, there are definitely tools involved. A huge part is mindset, definitely. So, I always say get your mind right, then get your money right. Because if you don't believe that you're worth it, if you don't believe that people will pay for your products or services, then guess what? They're not. Okay. Because you are the leader of your business. You set the tone for, what's going to happen and what you're going to receive and those clients that you are going to attract. So basically, um, my thing is that I teach women, first of all, to recognize and identify your God given gifts and talents. Because if you don't know what that is, then you're going to either start a business that you hate, you're going to be in a job that you hate, and it's going to take a toll on you, and you're not going to achieve that success that you know you want and need and
Mhm.
deserve. So, first of all, identify those God given gifts and talents. Secondly, find ways that you can monetize them. A lot of us, we go back to that giving things away for free. A lot of women entrepreneurs, I find that they're like you said, they may sell this one product, but then they're giving away all these services for free. But when you look at, your competitors or the competition, guess what? There's a price on that. So recognize your God-given gifts and talents, number one. Number two, find ways to monetize them. And then number three, learn how to network and scale. Because a lot of times we think, I'm on this, it's like women entrepreneurship. We feel like we're on a desert island. We have to do everything ourselves. We
Yes.
can't, connect with someone. We don't want to ask for help. We have to be open to asking for help because if we don't ask for help, guess what? We're going to keep spinning our wheels. We're going to get the same results. We don't know everything. There's not one person on this earth that knows everything. So for me, that's a huge part because as women entrepreneurs, I had to get over it. And many of my clients, they feel like they have to do everything themselves. And I say, look, do what you love, okay? Do what
Hmm.
you are an expert in, and then everything else can either be outsourced or you can get a virtual assistant. There are things that we have on our plate that we can shift off of our plate so that we can get more done, so that we can increase our revenue, grow our clients, and scale our businesses.
Absolutely. I love
Mhm.
that. And that's another thing. Like you said, we feel like we're on an island. I don't think there's enough networking groups out there. I
Mhm.
know that there are a lot, but I
Mhm.
don't feel like there are enough, especially women networking
Mhm.
groups, because
Mhm.
I think that
Mhm.
another fault that women have is comparison. We
Oh,
compare ourselves to everybody else
yes.
and we compete with each other. And
Mhm.
we're in fear that if I work with this person or I tell this lady what I do or I show this person
Mhm.
how I do it, they're going to steal it from me and they're going to do it and they're going to take all my clients.
Yes.
Um, and that's not the truth. I think that us as women need to come together to build each other up, to empower each other, and to help grow each other's business. I
Yes.
mean, I can tell you, I have this amazing woman. I'll give her a shout out. Her name is Rochelle Henderson, and she is the founder of Wonderfully Created. We had her on this show last month, and
Mhm.
she's a beautiful soul. And I can tell you, she has caused my business to explode. And
See?
simply by just telling people about her healing with me has
Mhm.
just taken my business to the next level. It just took one woman to come in and see my value and
Yes.
my worth to explode me. And it was a woman that built that up and a woman that did that
See?
without worrying about comparison or judgment or competition or anything. And so I think we're totally capable as women. I mean, we literally are the heartbeat of our homes. So why can't we be the heartbeat of each other's homes as well?
Yes. Yes. Oh, I love that. I love that.
I
And
stole
that's
that from
so funny.
Rochelle.
Yeah. Hey, Rochelle, I'm gonna be reaching out to you too. I love connecting with like-minded women, but That is so true. It's like your only competition is the person that's staring at you in the mirror. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
And if you look at yourself as, okay, I just want to be better than I was yesterday, work on doing a little bit more, or learning something different or learning something new or meeting someone new, then you will get over that because it's so true. Like, come on. There's a million women. I tell my clients, I tell my Women's Empowerment Network all the time, there can be a million people doing the same exact thing that you're doing, but nobody's going to do it like you. Nobody is you. Nobody's going to say it like you. Nobody's going to present it like you. There are some people that are going to just connect to you because of you, because of your own personality. Look at what we have: McDonald's, you got Burger King, you have Jack in the Box, you got
The
Five Guys,
habit.
the Habit. You can go on and on. Come on. There's no such thing as competition. I don't even believe in competition. And women, we do need to get over ourselves. I had a woman tell me one time I had reached out, or she had reached out to me. I forget how, it was on Facebook. And she's like, well, I don't think I want to come, on your show or come do a live with you because we do kind of like the same thing. And I said, well, look, and I had to tell her, I said, no one does the same thing that I do. I said, there's a million business consultants and coaches out there, but there's only one Cheryle Woods, okay, and there's only one you. And she thought about it, and she's like, okay, and it was just like, wow, I couldn't believe, it was like kind of catty the way she said it, but water off the duck's back, I let it roll off. But you are so right. We have to get over that. We are super powerful as women. We have to come together, lift each other up, empower each other, because just like you said, that one woman, Miss Rochelle, and look, see, this is how it goes. This is how that networking goes, because I'm definitely going to reach out to her, and I'm definitely thankful to you for shouting out her name. I'm definitely going to be shouting out your name to my network, and it just goes on and on, because you never know who's sent to help you. You never know who's sent to be that next customer. You never know who's sent to be that next referral source. You never know who's just sent to say, go sis, go, keep going, so
Absolutely.
we need each other.
So if someone's local to the Bay Area, how can they get involved in your networking group?
Well, I send them to www.sistars.org. We did have in-person meet and greets prior to COVID, so we're not doing the in-person at the moment. Actually, we do have a live virtual meet and greet networking party tomorrow. So if you're a woman entrepreneur who would like to come and network, have some fun, listen to 13 amazing superstar speakers who are going to share some success secrets. We're going to do some giveaways. We are having a networking party tomorrow. It's free. It's online. You can go to bit.ly/Sistars, SISTARS, Network Party 2020. So that's 2020. You can reach me. You see my handle on there, author C.Woods on Facebook. Send me a message. I'm always about connecting with other women entrepreneurs, or you can go to our sister website, mindyourbusinesslady.com, and you can reach me any of those ways to connect and network. And that's from the Bay to LA to the East Coast. We're welcoming all. But when the pandemic is over, and it's coming, y'all, we getting out these houses. We're going to be meeting in person. When it's over, I'll welcome you all. We usually meet in Oakland, California, downtown Oakland, California, the second Saturday of every month. And I'm excited about getting that back. We're going to have Tina out there. We're going to be doing some healing and all that good stuff. So, look out for that.
Awesome. And then before we jump off, you wrote a couple books. And so I want people to be able to hear your testimonial and see where you come from. So what is the name of the books that you've published?
Okay, so the first book is My Life Was Falling Apart, but it was God Putting Me Back Together, which is just a testimony of my journey. It's an inspirational work that will help you, no matter if you're a woman in business, out of business, a man, whoever you are. My life was falling apart, but it was God putting me back together. It also includes some of my poetry. I do spoken word. I'm a poet, so that also is included in the book. as a bonus. My other book, my newest book, the new release, yay, that I'm so excited about right now, is called Mind Your Business Lady, the Women Entrepreneur's Complete Guide to Doing What You Love and Getting Paid to Do It. You can find both of those books either on Amazon.com, or you can go to www.sistars.org and www.mindyourbusinesslady.com to purchase. So yeah, really excited about those books. Both are doing well. The feedback that I'm getting, one woman, she's like, "Oh, this book is my new best friend," and it's just from my heart to the hearts of my readers, of my listeners, my viewers, because it can be a struggle to start a business. It can be a struggle just as a
Absolutely.
woman, trying to put one foot forward. So definitely those books are meant to help the women entrepreneur or anyone who's just, struggling day to day, to know that God has got your back no matter
Mm.
what, in life and business, whatever it is you need, he has you.
I love that.
Mhm.
Awesome. Thank you, everyone, for tuning in to another episode of the Belief Breakthrough Show. Thank you, Cheryle, for
Thank you.
just spending your time with us tonight and giving us your knowledge and information. It was amazing. If you have not yet subscribed to the channel, please do so now so you don't miss out on any other amazing experts. We go live every Monday and Wednesday at 6 p.m. Pacific time. And if you haven't grabbed your copy of my free course, Finding Direction, the beginning of your healing journey, please go to healingbytina.com and grab that copy today. Talk to you guys soon.